Heroes and heroines of all ages. When the world tells you to get a life, you're always welcome at the 1UP block. My name is Dan the Man, your host, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog. When we last left off, we got through the first two zones relatively easily, and now we're moving on to the third zone. Welcome to Springyard Zone. Springyard Zone has a pretty chill vibe going with it because of its tone. Also, if you notice there, if you hit multiple enemies without touching the ground, you will get a bonus. Something to know about Sonic the Hedgehog 1 is Sonic has a speed cap. So if you see here, if I hit the spring and hold move like right on the D-pad, Sonic will not pick up any momentum because when you're moving as Sonic, he is instantly put into a cap. But if you let go of the control stick and let him do it himself, he will gain more speed. That is something that you should probably be aware of, because it will make certain things much easier for you later. Or, not really. You don't really have to know that, I guess, but it does help in certain situations where you kind of want to go fast, because there are sections in the game where the momentum, you kind of want it to bring you to a higher place, but like because you were holding the D-pad, Sonic doesn't go there, and it's like, what the hell happened? Also, these little assholes, if you see them coming up behind you, you do want to make sure you kill them as fast as possible, because they will fly out of nowhere and hit you, which is kind of annoying, but we're going to be taking the upper path, because as I said before, if you can figure out how to get to the upper paths of a Sonic the Hedgehog game, it usually has more goodies for you to collect. And it's also usually the safer path. And we got a bubble and we got some rings, which is fine. From this episode on, I think I'm going to be a little more reckless and not care, because I'm pretty confident with 10 lives I can actually make it through the game and the continue. Because like the game doesn't ever get too hard, honestly. I kind of want to go up. Go. There we go. Alright, I've never actually seen this part. Like, this is the cool part about me replaying this game now, is like, there's parts of this game I've never seen before because I just don't ever take these routes. So, now that I've started taking these upper routes in preparation for this Let's Play, like, this is cool. Like, real talk. You can bounce off of these enemies. And we can make it up here. You need to fandangle it a little bit, but as you hit the ramp, just jump. If the spike balls on these things are going fast, that usually means there's not a second one. But if they're going slow, that means there's another ball behind it, so be careful. But if you time it right, you can pretty much get in there, no problem. Boing! I do like Springyard Zone. Springyard Zone is relatively harmless, as harmless goes. You can actually, you don't have to go to that top route. If you come down here, press this button and bada boom! Again, pissing you off by not taking that special stage ring. You might be saying to yourself, Dan, you could have just got the Chaos Emeralds in this one go. And you're right. You're absolutely correct. But I figured it would be more, a little more hilarious to watch me in one episode. Because, like, some people may not want to see me do the special stages, right? Like, the special stages are kind of eh. But, like, if you are one of those people, like, oh, this is a good part right here. If you're holding, if you don't let Sonic's momentum do its own thing, Sonic will only make it to that first part, and this is like a higher pathway. So, see, this is, see what I'm teaching you is actually pretty good stuff right here. There we go. These guys you can roll into. And as you see here, because these balls are rolling slower, there's actually a second ball that's coming up behind it, so be careful. Not that you need any advice. Anybody watching this is probably a damn good Sonic player already, so I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm sitting here talking to you like you're some sort of infant that doesn't know how to play Sonic the Hedgehog, but if you are using my Let's Play as a guide for how to play Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, welcome to the fandom. I'm happy to have you here. Hopefully I'll be able to show you the best parts of Sonic, because I'm going to be playing every Sonic game. Every single one, even the bad ones. Okay, I need to remember where this fucking part was. There it is. Found it. So I guess going into it now would be a good idea. I'm going to be playing every Sonic game, because, good or bad, I would like to offer my opinions on them. And I'm kind of a fan of most Sonic games. Like, I like all the classics mostly. I like all the 3D games. I'm just a huge, huge Sonic guy. Like, oh, I owe a lot to the Blue Blur, just like in general. Because of Sonic, I am an artist. And I do all my own thumbnails, if you haven't noticed. I draw those. And without Sonic, I would not be an artist today, and that would suck because I do love drawing. So, I owe a lot to this fucking blue hedgehog, and I would not take back any of the years that he has taken from me because they have been some of the best gaming memories I've ever had in my life. Sonic Adventure 2 will forever be the best 3D Sonic game to me, and that's my opinion, and you don't have to share it. If you do, we can be friends. I think you just kind of get momentum and run up this. I don't remember what this is. What are we doing here? Higher path? Wait! Oh shit. Yep, I meant to do that. Ah, you dick! See, that's what I'm talking about. Those guys are shitheads. I think we're mostly at the end of the stage, though. Is this Act 3 or Act 2? Oh man, I think if you would have let go. Oh, never mind. This is the end right here. Boop! So, you can only get Chaos Emeralds on the first 2 acts of every stage. And there are a total of 6 Chaos Emeralds. So that means you have to get the Chaos Emeralds before you reach Scrap Brain Zone, which is the last zone. And if you watch the intro to this, the first video, you will know that Scrap Brain Zone is where Eggman is, and that's the last level of the game. So, put 2 and 2 together, you'll figure out that maybe, just maybe, you're going to want to collect those Chaos Emeralds before the game is over. Also, this is going to be a pain in the butt, because to reach the higher platform here, I gotta kind of have to get a bit of momentum, and that did not work out. How did I do this before? I've done this before. I think it's just, there we go. There. Oh, I didn't time that right. Alright, so let's wait for it to come down. Okay, so then by this time, it should be... Nope, I pulled that off poorly too. This is not working out in my favor. Come on, man. I believe in you. There we go. That's really difficult to time. This is an upper pathway, but it only gets you this invincibility. I wanted to show that off because I found that in my practice playthrough. Not that it really means anything. Helps you get through this, I guess, without taking damage. There's rings down there too, but we don't really need them. From here on out, I'm gonna try to speed run this as fast as I can. Relatively fast as I can, because it's not... I could probably blaze through this much faster if I wasn't attempting to go for the higher platforms. But the higher platforms have the goodies on them. How can I... Oh, damn it. See, that's what happens. That's what happens when you try to go too fast in Sonic the Hedgehog 1. You'd smack dab into a dude's face. It's not very good. It's not good for anybody, honestly. But it happens. How's it going, Crab Meat? These badniks do have names. I don't remember all of them. I want to say there's something over here. Like, coins, rings, maybe? I'm not sure exactly, but we'll find out. We'll go exploring, see if we can find something really neato. Maybe I was supposed to come this way and not actually... Oh, yep, that's exactly what that was. Son of a bitch. Alright, cool. That's fine. Look, we wasted time and I said I was gonna speedrun this, but, don't believe everything you read on the internet, kids. It could be lies. 100%. It could all just be a pack of lies. We'll get a bit... There, wait. I do know that there's a secret that's relatively easy to come by right here. You just hold right and ba-ba-boom, baby. And now we're invincible and you can't hurt me and I can go as fast as I want to. Because I think we got a speed up shoe as well. Ha ha ha. I got 50 rings. Don't take that spring because there's free shit over here. Boink. 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 Go, 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 go. Whee! Ooh, yeah, here's a high pathway you want to take. Make sure you hit these bumpers until you land on this. Because I'm pretty sure there's a life up here. Not that we need any more, but I'm gonna take all the lives I can get. Because dying in Sonic sucks. It always sucks. They always... Oh, I got 2 lives because I collected 100 rings. Look at that. Accidental. You want to be careful here, though. Do not just fall straight down. I think that's a bad idea. You just kind of want to come wiggle over here. Yeah, there we go. Nailed it. Hit a spring. Nailed it. The reason why you don't want to do that, because if you would have fell down and tried to just keep running to the right, Below this is a bottomless pit. You will die. You will die! So don't do it. That's my advice. But if you see those blue things, that means we have a place to land. And now we start the boss fight. A relatively easy boss fight, if I may add. If you do it right, you can actually time 4 hits on him. What he does is he goes to the other end, and when he goes to the other end, he will turn around, and he will actually... Like, he won't try to get the blocks as he's going to the other side. He'll actually wait till he gets to the other side. But, yeah. You just wait for him to come down, go slightly to the left or right of him, and then hit him a bunch, and he's dead. Ba-doom! Ain't nothing to it but to do it, son. Sonic has passed Act 3. Now we're going to the 4th zone in the game, which I'm pretty sure is a crappy one. And yes, it is. It's Labyrinth Zone. If you've heard anything about Sonic 1, this is probably the zone that you've heard people complain the most about. And for good reason. It's a water level, and it is incredibly slow. So I can't even speedrun this one even if I tried. When you're underwater, Sonic can actually drown. You're hearing little ding noises every so often. Hold on. That noise, you have 3 dings. Once Sonic dings 3 times, you'll start getting a warning that Sonic is drowning. And you have 5 seconds, in-game seconds, to find a bubble. And if it reaches 0, Sonic will drown, and that's a automatic death. No matter how many rings you have, Sonic is a goner, so be careful. That's why these levels are kind of tough. Usually, I just try to stick to... Oh, God. I just try to stick to the bubbled areas and pick up a bubble every time I see one because, I mean, you know, why not? You kind of want to breathe. I'm gonna... Why? Oh, that's a platform you can stand on, right. I'm gonna use this to get that button because it makes it easier. Because if not, you have to jump off of that platform over there. Doo-doo-doo. I should have got a breath. Give me a breath. Give me a breath. Give me... Bubble! Bubbles! I want another one. I'm greedy, okay? Look, these levels make me nervous and I don't like to be insta-killed. I'm kinda... In the back of my head, I'm counting how many dings I have, but it's kinda hard to hear them while I'm commentating because I'm talking over them. I think I'm about to drown, though. Let's see what that sounds like. If I would have let it go on a little longer, you would have heard a dun. It's really scary when he drowns, and I hurt myself there. Now for this, you kind of just want to jump up carefully, because there's a bunch of spikes up there, and you know, spikes aren't groovy. They're not, despite what the entertainment media will have you believe. Spikes are not groovy. This part sucks too. These spikes can actually hurt you, even if they're in the ground. Like, they're a hazard both while they're active and inactive, and it kind of pisses me off. This place sucks, really. I'm not going to defend Labyrinth Zone. It's not terrible. Like, it's easy to get through if you're taking the game slow, like you're really supposed to. But for the most part, I hate it. It's kind of obnoxious. But I've played it enough times to know exactly what I should be doing, so I shouldn't have too much trouble with it. But, you know, stranger things have happened. Don't fall directly down because there is a spike pit down there. And we have an Orbinaut. Orbinauts are assholes because they do what you just saw there. They fling their balls at you. Once the balls are gone, they're fucking inefficient as shit because then you can just kill them. There we have wall thingies that spit fire. Also assholes. As this level goes on, you will realize why people hate this level because aside from the water... There's a couple of really annoying gimmicks that is present in Labyrinth Zone. Not a fan of them myself either, but I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? Sonic levels with water usually end up being terrible. I think there's only one that people actually like, and I am inclined to believe them because I too like it. But this is the end of the stage. We can leave. Get the hell out of here. Whee! We got 13 lives too. So as far as I'm concerned, we are pretty on top of things. I can survive. I can make it. Labyrinth Zone Act 2. Come on, bitch. What you... Ah! Well, I mean, you know, I don't pretend to be some sort of god. Oh man, I think I just missed out on my chance to get a... No, I didn't. Ba-boom! Dun 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 dun. Okay, so even if you're invincible, you are not invincible to drowning. Be warned. You can still drown while you're in invincibility mode as Sonic. So don't think that you can... I'm just gonna ignore. I don't need rings. I don't need lives. So I'm just gonna pick up rings as we go and see what happens. You can still drown. While you have invincibility on, you are not immune to drowning. Sonic is not a god. He can just, you know, go Super Saiyan for a brief moment and not take damage. This room is actually pretty good for collecting rings. So if you want to go for the 50 rings to collect the Chaos Emerald, this is a good room to do so. There's a bunch of rings just laying around, but there's also a shit ton of boxes. And you have to press this, you have to break this box to get this button to open up a pathway, so, you know, make sure you do that too. But if you come over here, there are 2 ring boxes to take advantage of. Yep. Yep. And just like that, we're at 50 rings. Oh, dang. Alright. Alright, rude. But now we have invincibility, and that's actually something you should probably take advantage of. Go as fast as possible. You do not need those bubbles. Don't be like me and think that you need those bubbles as soon as you see them because you just fell into the fucking water. But if you hurry up, you can actually make it down pretty far without taking damage. But I do want this bubble. Hello, Spike. My least favorite thing. Oh, God. Oh, well, yep, that's fine. I'm good. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, 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 you douche! Oh, come on, man. That was lame as hell. Like, the one time I did not want a bubble to pop up, it popped up. Like, what? Okay. This one's much easier to dodge. Just hold down. You can see his little balls flying across on the screen, and when they're gone, he is now dead. I'm gonna get a bubble and then kill you. Because that's what you get, man. You're a jerk. And then we climb. We climb the stairs to freedom. I probably could have got another life here, but I'm not really worried about it. We got 13 lives. We're Organization 13 right now. I think I'm good. I think I'm good with life. This is also the end of the stage, so whoop. Did I just get points back there? Instant replay. Go look at that. Did I just get points? What the fuck was that? Whatever, I'm not worried about it. Labyrinth Zone Act 3. We are now at the boss stage, and this is where things get a little tricky. Not from those guys. So first off, you have to figure out how to get through this area, and it requires you to jump off of the waterfall without touching the D-pad, because if you touch the D-pad, Sonic will not get any momentum. So while you're on it, jump off, and you'll see that we just got the bubble shield, and there's a button over here right beneath it, and you have to jump across. Do not touch the water, or you will be flung back out. A lot of people get to that and just don't know what the hell to do, and I don't honestly blame them. If you don't press this button, you can come collect some coins, or rings. Why do I keep calling them coins? That's something I do. If I'm playing Mario, I call them rings, I think. And if I'm playing Sonic, I call them coins. Like, what the fuck? That's not how... Dan, properly Sonic. Alright, so if you touch this, you will fall in, so be careful. The higher pathway is over here. Obviously, I kind of want that bubble. Bloop, bloop. Yeah. Surviving. That's how we do. That's how we do, motherfucker. We breathe. Alright, I think we can wait for a bubble to pop up here. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Come on, bubble. Come on, bubble. Come on, bubble. Come on, bubble. And this is the part of the game that's scary because sometimes the game just doesn't want to give you bubbles. I don't know what the AI on those bubbles are. But sometimes they give you a shit ton of bubbles, sometimes they do not. And it aggravates. You know what it should have been? Instead of collecting a bubble to breathe, it should have been like, if you touch these little bubble spots, you automatically get your air back. Like, that would have been a much better system, because then every time you run by one, you have the comfort of knowing that your energy has been replenished and you can breathe now. And it would fit, because, like, Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Like, you want to go fast. So if you just implemented the fact that running over the bubbles gives you air back, bam, problem solved. Come on, Sega, hire me. Oh man, but I am super stoked to play Sonic Mania. No matter what Sonic game I am at, by the time Sonic Mania comes out, LP-wise, I'll probably Well, first I'm gonna stream it, get through as much of it as possible to practice, but then as soon as I'm done practicing Mania, I'm gonna go right to that LP, so no matter what Sonic game I'm on, I am also gonna start Sonic Mania. I do know that I have Persona, Kingdom Hearts, and Crash to play, but as I said before, Crash is kind of a side thing right now, and I just missed a bunch of rings too. That sucks. I think you can actually land right here and then jump. Yeah, there we go. If you ride these down, or just go to the left right here, you can actually find a shit ton. Ooh, and a life! That's, you know, thanks. About to get another life too. Check this out. Badoink! Ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-da-da. But, yeah. I do know that I have games on the back burner. I'm really close to I don't even care. I don't need the rings anymore, dickhead. The slowdown is super real. Holy nuts. I have games on the back burner. I know. I'm almost done with Persona. I'm gonna finish them. Don't worry. It's just gonna, you know, it's hard. It takes me a while, okay? Just bear with me. I got outside sources making it hard for me to record sometimes, and when I'm feeling like playing something specific, you can run across these, by the way. When I feel like playing something specific, I'm just gonna play it, like, no matter what. So I'm sorry if my schedule's a little off. I do try to keep it, but it doesn't always work out that way, and I do apologize. That's fine. This Let's Play channel is about doing what I think is fun, and, you know, that's kind of the dream, right? Doing stuff that makes you happy, that hopefully makes you people laugh. I'm gonna drown. No, I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. Everybody, false alarm, everybody. I'm not drowning. Hit this button and then just ride your way to victory, because that's really all there is to it. Sonic 1 is kind of slow, in case that wasn't dreadfully obvious at this point. Up, boink, boink, boink. I could have bounced on all of those, but I was stupid and did not. For this part is actually kind of confusing. I'm going to show something off real quick. If you come over here, they will rise up. But if you run all the way back to the waterfall, it triggers the animation to bring the water back down. So now you can, you know, ride them all the way up. And this is where you kind of want to be fast, because this is coming up to the boss. And you can kind of jump up these relatively quickly if you time your button presses with the jump. Because sometimes Sonic can skip over parts like that, and if you press the button and let it go faster, Sonic will do a smaller jump, and, you know, timing. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's my favorite glitch, by the way, when you fall down, or you're running into a wall. Like, you roll into a wall, and then you immediately hold the other direction. Sometimes Sonic will just glitch and start, like, walking while his push animation's happening, and it's hilarious. Okay, so for this, you really just want to go as fast as possible while taking your time, because eventually you will have no options. But if you take it relatively easily, you can make it up there before the water even touches you, which is, you know, fantastic. That's one of the reasons why this level sucks, by the way. But yeah, that's all the time we have for this one. A hero's work is never done. Join me again next time as we continue to tackle Sonic the Hedgehog. Later days, everybody.